I'm Matt Kennedy, the founder of Kennedy Wealth Design and the author of the best-selling book, Untapped Wealth. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and also click the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I post new videos. Hey guys, here's a news flash for you. In your wealth building plan, there is much more to be gained by avoiding the losses than there is by picking the winners. In this video, I'm going to show you how your wealth building plan, your financial plan might be leaking millions of dollars, and how to shore up those leaks, and why shoring up those leaks as a strategy is much more beneficial than just analyzing the financial products that make up your plan. So in order to demonstrate how avoiding losses is more impactful than picking winners, we're going to use our wealth and income calculator. And so our example person is 45 years old. They want to retire at age 65. Their current income is $400,000 a year. They expect that income to grow by 3% every year. And they've been able to save either in investments or a 401k about $800,000. And they're getting a 6% return on that money. So when we hit calculate, our software is going to give us two numbers. The first number is what we call your income potential. And so this person's income potential, meaning all of the paychecks that they're going to get between age 45 and age 65 added together, is $10.7 million. That's all their paychecks added together. And if they didn't have to spend any of that money, meaning they didn't have to pay taxes or pay to live in a house or buy any food or anything, and they could take all of that money and invest it at 6%, that $10.7 million would grow to $22.3 million. So what's interesting about this, and the reason I want to highlight this, is because everyone, once you get a job and start receiving a paycheck, you start out with a wealth potential. This person's wealth potential just over the last 20 years of their working career is $22 million. So this person's already a multi-millionaire. That's how much money potentially could run through their fingers. Now, what's interesting too is that if I propose this question, let's say you walked into work one day and the boss said, listen, we know you're going to be here for the next 20 years. And so instead of giving you a paycheck every month, we're going to give you one paycheck. We're just going to add up all of the money that we would have paid you in the form of salary, and we're going to give you a paycheck, and that paycheck is going to equal $10.7 million. No more paychecks after that. We're just going to give it to you all in one lump sum. Would you be careful with that money? Would it change how you spend money? I think it would. So here we have our wealth potential illustrated in graph form. Here's our same $22 million in wealth potential. But here's the problem. Can you save every dollar that you earn? No, the first thing you have to do is you have to pay taxes. Because we live in the United States and we want nice roads and schools and all of that, we have to pay taxes. So let's see the effect of paying taxes on our wealth potential. If this person pays 30% in taxes, look at how it reduces our wealth potential down from 22 million down to 16 million. Taxes actually cost $5.9 million. Now, what's interesting here is that we did not write a check. This person did not write a check to the US government for $5.9 million. They wrote a check to the US government for about 3.2 million, right over here. This is their cumulative taxes paid, $3.2 million. But because that money was no longer in their account earning interest for them, it was pulled away from their wealth potential. They lost the opportunity for that $3.2 million to grow to 5.9 million. That's a big loss. Every loss, we not only lose that money, we lose the ability to earn interest on that money. Let's look at how debt service affects our wealth potential. A lot of times we see folks come in with 25% in debt service. this is cars, this is credit card debt, this is mortgage debt. So when we add that in between taxes and debt service, over half or just about half of our wealth potential is gone, from 22 million down to 11 million. And we've lost almost 11 million. Then we see folks spend about 35% on lifestyle, and let's assume this person is then saving the last 10%. So now we have a situation where our total wealth potential was $22 million. Now that wealth potential has dropped down to 4.5 million because we lost money to taxes, we lost money to debt service, and we lost money to lifestyle changes. Now, one of the ways to fix this problem that many advisors focus on is they focus on rate of return. And they think, well, if I can just earn a higher rate of return, then this will fix the problem. So let's do this. Let's change our rate of return from 6% to 8%. Apply the changes. And yes, our wealth potential account went from 4.5 million to 6.1 million. But look at what happened to our losses as well. They went up as well. We ended up losing, instead of 18 million or 17 million and some change, we lost $22 million. Why is that? That's because every dollar we lost the potential to earn 8% on that money. So actually, higher rate of return when it comes to losses can actually compound the problem. So I know this is probably a lot for you. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to leave me a comment right now in the comment section. I want you to tell me what you're thinking. Does this bother you? Is this scary to you? Does this make sense to you? Let me know what you're thinking right now. Also, check out my video, What You Don't Know is Costing You Millions Out of Your Retirement. Check out that video as well. Also, as always, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you'll get notified when I post new videos. So here's our original scenario. We're back to earning 6% on our savings, also on our losses. We've seen that rate of return is not the answer. What if we focused on strategy? What if we could rearrange this person's financial world so that maybe they're getting some deductions that they weren't getting before? So we've seen that rate of return does have an impact on our wealth potential, meaning we could have a little bit more money in our account, but we also have losses as well that compound at a higher rate. So it ends up compounding our problem. What if instead we focus on strategy? And maybe we can use some strategy to lower our tax bill. And so maybe this person can go from paying 30% in taxes to 20% in taxes. And maybe we could also maybe renegotiate some of their debt service, maybe stretch out their debt a little longer, make their debt service a smaller amount of their monthly income. And maybe we can drop that down, let's say, to 15%. And if we did all of that and saved that extra money that we freed up, look what happens. Our wealth potential goes from 4.5 million to 8.5 million, still earning the 6% over there. So we've just increased or recaptured about 4 million in wealth potential by focusing on strategy and stopping these losses, which had a much higher effect than focusing just on picking winners and getting higher rate of return. So to learn how to add an additional $1 million to $2 million to your future, click on the link below to apply to become my client. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel and give us a thumbs up, share us with all of your friends, and as always, click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when we post new videos.